We actually need, before their foot soldiers hit us, we actually need to get ours into those solid Tsumo groups to give ourselves some protection.
So your plan now is what?
Get our own ground troops into their turtle formation to break right through.
But the testudo, intended to deflect missile attack, is the least appropriate and most time-consuming manoeuvre to attempt on an open field.
Oh my God, they've formed a testudo.
Oh yeah, fatal.
Can the Roman archers come to the rescue? The Romans are committing most of their infantry troops, but can they avoid becoming completely surrounded? The future of Roman Britain rests in the team's hands.
Paul?
Okay. Are we,
Yes. We actually need to make sure all our ground troops are in the same formation, that some of them are, some of them are not. So they're being picked off because they're not in a solid formation.
The archers are still firing, are they?
We're killing our own people at the moment.
Sorry, say again, Paul.
We're killing our own soldiers at the moment.
With what?
With everything. Arrows.
They're too close. Pull
the
out.
Archers are too close.
Why don't you put the archers up at the hills and then they can fire down?
Stop the archers firing. Just
pull the archers back.
Firing.
Paul, Gillian, pull the archers back.
I haven't got the archers. Jill's got the archers.
Pull the archers back. Send the cavalry in.
But Gary's instructions drift into thin air, and the team's key troops, the auxiliary cavalry, are left to graze the field. Boudica's horsemen, however, are more proactive. They've spotted an opportunity to outflank the Roman army. In one move, they bypass some stranded light infantry and target a group of lone archers behind Roman lines. It's a dirty battle, but Boudica's forces have completely outflanked the Romans, wiping out their precious reserves. The team's Roman army is in serious trouble.
Gary, look, they're just surrounding us. This is exactly what we said we didn't want them to do.
But we actually need all of those groups, which is what we said, but the lieutenants haven't followed that through. We actually said we wanted all those groups and those battle formations to take on, and it's only has to be done with the first two. The rest are still just sitting there.
Chaos is beginning to take hold. Are the Romans losing their grip on Britain?
It's okay, but I haven't got the cavalry or the...
Right, are the cavalry coming across? Jill, do you have
Where
those?
do you want the cavalry? I don't understand where you want the cavalry.
Broken up into two separate sides.
The Roman cavalry is falling over its own hooves.
Yes, it really is. It's an absolute
It's a real pig's breakfast there.
Oblivious to the slaughter of their reserves, the general's attention shifts to the Romans' vulnerable left flank. But with their surviving troops now committed all across the battlefield, the Romans are running out of options.
No, it's looking good. It's looking okay on one side.
I think they're going to try and come round the back of us, though. They're going up into the woodland.
Behind Jill.
Yes.
Can we get this cavalry? Because this
Yeah,
cavalry
I'm just sorting out the cavalry.
Yeah.
You're also a general.
So they're going up the hill.
You can give orders.
Yeah, we actually need them because we're losing quite badly.
We're okay on the left-hand side. It's the right-hand side.
Right, we need to do...
Roman troops are surrounded in pockets across an open field, and the battle is going Boudica's way. But the Romans have one unit still unengaged. Their key troops, the auxiliary cavalry, could now make a difference.
Got to use the horses, send them...
We're doing that now. It's the cavalry's on this way down there.
The team finally send in the cavalry to reinforce their beleaguered cohorts.
Right, we need to fill the gap on the right side here with the cavalry.
Yeah.
That gap there.
And stop this group here from carrying on coming round.
What blocks that right in the centre, Paul? That's the one that's on the move.
that big group coming in there at the back. Can we pan into that on the left-hand side there? That group that's coming from the back of ours.
But Jill's in for a nasty surprise in the form of the Celtic cavalry. Boudica's forces have now trapped the Romans in the centre, but instead of concentrating on this critical battle, Paul's attention wanders to some strangers on the Roman left flank.
There's people with pointy things.
Is that my cavalry?
That's your cavalry.
And they can't get through.
They're more
What?
urges
Sorry.
coming
I
through.
can't remember your name.
Pointy things?
Pointy things there. Oh, no, they're not. Sorry, they're berserkers. Is that right?
Right, I want them to keep moving if they can.
Berserkers.
I want them to carry on just
Tell me how it's
charging.
going.
It's terrible. No, it's okay on one side. It's the right-hand side where I have a problem with.
Jill's getting it wrong.
No, not necessarily. No, no.
Well, I'm getting funny orders. It'll just
The cavalry need to fill that gap.
Jill needs orders.
Well, the last orders were about actually bringing the cavalry back to actually trace those ones that were running up the hill.
Go up again.
Yeah, so they are. They're going now.
Right,
They're sandwiched.
can we
They're
bring,
being attacked now.
bring the cavalry back then and regroup?
Gary's order is not only unlikely, it's impossible.
The Roman cavalry have allowed themselves to be split up, and they're getting bogged down engaging
In infantry
the
warfare.
Britons. That's right. What are you going to do?
We need to regroup.
Can we retreat, though?
Not easily, because
we've got them on both sides.
we're fairly surrounded.
Can we not send the cavalry in to make like a path and then ours can pull back out of it?
The only hope they have got would be to use their cavalry to try and effectively make a screen.
That's right. Screen them.
To screen.
Screen their withdrawal, so that they
can reform.
We're
It's just a
coming
complete
through
disaster.
here.
But it's not over
all
yet.
that's a surrounding, where most of ours are
Over
actually
till the
almost
fat lady
sort of
sings and she's galloping down this hill.
Now Paul comes up with a cunning plan.
Can you just say if the troops lose the general, they'll just run? So we need to find Boudica, right? Kill her.
I need to get rid of Boudica.
That's a better idea, isn't
Take
it?
the head.
Okay.
Put it
We
on a
need to
pointy
find
thing.
her. Find her on your big
Can
screen
you have a
thing.
good
Right, we found her. We
She'll
know
be
where
at the
she
back.
is.
Where
Have
is
you
she?
found her?
Yeah, we know where she is.
Where is she?
She's behind our lines, which is not good. But we need to get rid of her.
Whereabouts?
Take her out.
We can get the cavalry to charge them.
Yeah. Let's. As an initial
And get
step.
them, and get,
I want the
her, get
cavalry.
them off the
Turn back
chariots,
here.
get them off there, and then
bring
get
this
them a good
foot-
scene.
In a desperate move, the generals have now targeted Boudica. But are they placing too much faith in this daring adventure?
Stuff going on.
How are you're going to take those out? That's your plan.
Yes.
Killing Boudica doesn't do the Romans any good. The entire team is now focused on an insignificant action against 3 women in chariots. Boudica's daughters, and it won't matter a damn.
The Romans believe they can save the occupation of Britain by killing the Queen of the Iceni. They're placing all their eggs in one basket. With the last of their cavalry, the team fight it out against Boudica and her rampaging chariots. The warrior queen retains the initiative.
It's the heat of battle. I'm not hearing any instruction. I'm hearing commentary.
Just bring the rest of our
Can we have a look
cavalry
back at what
down.
was happening with the groups that were being surrounded?
Is that good?
Peasants are charging the general at the moment.
Peasants
Right,
are
can you
revolting.
bring the cavalry around to help the generals then?
Right, where's the cavalry? Is that the cavalry there?
British peasants have closed down the remaining Romans, and the paralysed team have lost control over most of their forces. Over on the left flank, outnumbered Romans struggle to hold back the tide of Iceni warriors. Soon, it's every man for himself.
They're running away.
With their generals in confusion and their comrades in retreat, surviving Roman troops try desperately to save their own lives and the Roman occupation.
Pull back and regroup if we can.
Yeah.
But she's not dead. They haven't killed her
We
yet.
can't pull back because they just follow.
Well, pull back to get together one larger group. To give us a base. To give us a base.
Archers, are our archers all gone now?
Archers along.
Jill?
Gary, have you spotted this?
Are the
Yeah, I
archers
can
all
see.
gone?
I can see.
Jill, are the archers all
We've still
gone?
got archers.
Right, can we...
Where are? Can you pull back?
It's all over.
You are defeated.
Well, let's quickly talk about what went right. And now let's talk about what went wrong. Paul.
I don't think we actually kept to what we're supposed to be doing.